Izzy's found a new gear this year, and she's showing the academic results to prove it. We know the quiet hours she's put in.
Tom is thriving. He's really settled into his new boarding house, made great friends. I mean, he talks too much, but I imagine that comes as a little surprise to you.
Her hockey is impressive, and the county call-up was completely deserved. She made us all very proud that day.
His success with the debating team has definitely boosted his confidence in the classroom as well.
But the most obvious
And
thing
the most important thing
is that she's very happy at Worth.
is that he is very happy at Worth.
All right, welcome to East Grinstead Hockey Club, where we see East Grinstead men team face the Holcombe team. It's an unfortunate loss for the girls, 4-1 against Surbiton. Let's see if the boys can hopefully bring it back, bring a bit of light on this gloomy day at East Grinstead. For the Holcombe lineup, number 3, David Ames. 23, Nick Banderak. Number 5, Louis Drupez. 16, Robert Field. Number 9, Rodri Furlong. Number 2, Tim Guys Brown. Number 19, Mohammed May. Number 18, Barry Middleton. Number 15, Alex Moon. Number 1, Joe Neighbour. Number 6, Greg Nolan. Number 25, Tom O'Keefe. Number 10, we have Jake Owen. Number 17, Femi Oulade Coombs. Number 11, Louis Parker. Number 20, Ollie Payne. Number 12, Alex Pendle. Number 8, Hayden Phillips. Number 14, Brad Reed. Number 7, Phil Roper. Number 26, Eddie Rowney. Number 13, Tom Russell. And number 4, Sam Taylor. I assume not all these players will be playing today, but it's nice to see a big squad for the Holcombe side. As we see the EG lineup. For EG in goal today, we have Rich Curtis. Well, Ollie Smart is starting today. We also have Rich Curtis. Number 2, Jack Edgen. Number 3, Matt Simmons. Number 4, Keith Turner. Number 5, Daniel Faulkner. Number 6, Max Lowry. Number 7, Josh Gravestock. Number 8, Sam Knight. Number 9, Richard Lane. Number 10, Hugh Pembroke. Number 11, Jack Webb. Number 12, Sam Hatherley. Number 13, Isaac Farrant. Number 15, we have Simon Faulkner, who captains the side. Number 16, we have Archie Phillips. Number 18, we have Ali Clift. Number 20, we have Matt Blood. Number 21, we have Mike Wood. Number 22, we have Ross Stott. Number 25, we have Kent Sheard. Number 26, we have Tom Tyres. Number 27, we have Josh Green. And to finish off, we have James Smith and Ollie Smart.
Welcome to the live stream of East Grinstead vs Holcombe. In the commentary booth, myself, Richard Curtis, and Jack Webb alongside me. We're looking forward to an entertaining game today in the Men's Premier League. Solid run of form for Holcombe in the last few games, and obviously doing really well in AHL round of 16. Narrowly missing out on KO8 spots to join the English side, All Georgians and KO8. East Grinstead coming off an emphatic last-minute win last week against Cardiff and Mets, the newly promoted side to Premier League, and so we're looking to continue that form into today's game against one of the historic top sides in the English Premier League. And we're probably about 10 minutes away from pushback. Weather forecasts is looking a bit gloomy, rain holding off for now. And we're hoping it stays that way for majority of the match. Floodlights are on, but we should be good to go in around 10 minutes.
We see the return of Tom Tyres into the East Grinstead squad, alongside Sam Knight, who just missed out the last couple of games. The Nottingham boys seem to be geared up. Everyone's getting ready for the game, as we'll be starting shortly.
To follow on from that, a bit of team news for Holcombe. Nick Banderak, prolific goal scorer, doesn't look to be playing today for Holcombe side. But the depth that they have in their squad, there should be enough guys to come in to fill in the gap. Players to watch out for Holcombe. Ollie Payne in goal, full rope up front. Barry Middleton, of course, in the midfield. Mo Mir in defence.
For the EG team, we have Daniel Faulkner at the back, who's been a solid prospect for EG over the past few years. As I said, we have the Nottingham players in the midfield who have been a massive impact to the EG team this year. Going down the right, we have Archie Phillips. I mean, this guy can play. he'll run for days. He'll skill past players. I mean, what can't he do really? We see a youngster up top, Kent Sheard, who can hit a backhand harder than anyone I have ever seen. See if he can use it today against Holcombe. Daniel Faulkner capturing the side today, as his brother is unfortunately injured. You see the players lining up, Holcombe in the black and white, EG in the blue and white.
As the teams walk out, getting ready for this game, shaking hands, we're looking forward to a very high-paced start of the game. Hopefully EG can start off well, getting an early score in the game as we just wait for the teams to line up.
Here he goes. Just had a minute's silence for a lifelong fan for EG. Very unfortunate. Good to see we're paying respects as we get underway with the game. As we can see, the EG faithful, as always, on the sideline with a loud hooter. They're going to be ready, spurring on the EG side. Both teams showing their appreciation to each other, shaking the umpires' hands as they gather into a little team huddle to discuss the final tactics before the game starts. We're very lucky at EG Hockey Club that we have ball boys around the side to keep the game entertaining and keep it going at a fast pace. It can be the difference in these games at such a high level. See Wes Jackson, his first season at East Grinstead. Been doing a very good job, and I can say trainings were good fun, very productive, and he seems to be doing very well this season with 2 wins so far for EG. Holcombe also doing very well in the Premier League. As Rich mentioned, they've been going to Europe and being very successful over there. Let's see what both sides can do today as we look forward to a very entertaining evening of hockey.
So I think something that East Grinstead needs to be mindful of is, obviously the short corner threat that Holcombe pose, as well as the aerial threat during open play. So we're going to have our wits about us in our defense and just making sure that we minimize the amount of options an aerial threat that they can bring to the game. As we start off here, Holcombe with the pushback to get this game underway. Just moving the ball around the back, trying to raise and step the platform up for distribution. And Tim Geis-Brown on the ball. And so, Jack, what can we expect from this game today from both teams?
Yeah, I think today, I mean, Holcombe obviously looking to attack here. They're going to be going quick. They're going to be wanting to attack quickly. The EG defence seems to be very energetic, and I think we can look forward to an entertaining game of hockey. Both teams evenly matched, I think. Could go any way. As we see, Grinstead in deep defence here. Holcombe looking to move them around, trying to shift the ball, trying to find the gaps as they play into the midfield. Holcombe looking forward on the attack, coming down the right side. Good tackle from Matt Blood. They enter the D. Holcombe with a shot, slap. Umpire doesn't see anything. James Smith looks to mop up the ball. Be an East Grinstead ball. Good play from Holcombe. They looked threatening down that right-hand side. Moving the ball very nicely. Let's see if EG can match that. Mike Wood on the ball. Just playing it. Doesn't need to play forwards. Doesn't need to rush anything. Mike Wood giving away the ball. Oh! His mistake's been corrected. Won the ball back. Max Lowry, he's got a big aerial as he looks for Josh Gravestock. Unfortunately, doesn't quite pay off. Holcombe looks to take control of the game now. It's good defense from East Grinstead. Unfortunately, it's not come away with the ball. So, Rich, what do you think about the game so far? How do you think things are going to plan out?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty standard start to the game. Holcombe with a de-entry early, nothing came of it. East Grinstead just looking to settle down and settle into the game and just move the ball around, get everyone a few touches. As we see Isaac Farron on the ball. Into the circle, free hit outside. Ali Cliff's going to take it in. And looking for an outcome here. 16. I think, yeah, one special mention, obviously, to Trevor Delora, who's joined us. This is the second game for East Grinstead. Trevor's a fellow South African who's come over to play for East Grinstead. And he was much loved by the EG faithful last game. So we're hoping that Trev can bring some attacking prowess up front today with his skill and speed, assisting the likes of Isaac Farrens, Archie, Gravy. As we see, Holcombe getting away with one there, playing the ball off the whistle. Archie into the 25, ball in, and cleared by Holcombe. On the counter now, Barry Middleton on the ball. Over Ali Cliff mops up at the back. Solid as always. I think the one threat, obviously, that Holcombe posed is obviously hitting on the counter. So we just need to make sure, we have that counter cover in from an East Grinstead perspective. And just making sure that we can turn the ball over or break it down so that, the likes of Phil Roper and Barry Middleton are not countering through the middle of the field.
I think another thing to mention is, East Grinstead, a fairly young side, maybe not have as much experience as Holcombe. See if they can bring a youthful, skillful side to this game. Maybe Holcombe, maybe they switch their brains on a little bit more. We'll see. As Holcombe play the long corner. Just keeping control of it. They seem to like having the ball at the back. Playing it forwards. Ali Cliff with a good tackle. Umpire says play on. Stuck in the corner. What can he do? It's good skill, but Archie comes away with the ball, and James, another good tackle. As James breaks away. Holcombe, bad tackle. Umpire says play on. He's going to look to settle with the ball now. It's a good tackle. They won the ball in the corner. I think that's a very good play from East Grinstead. Just what they read on before the game. I'm sure they'd be saying, we need to force him in the corners, win the ball there, look to play. Matt Blood looking for the aerial, can't quite get it off. It's a great play from James. Ali Clift on the side. He seems confused with the decision. Umpire says nothing wrong. As Holcombe look to counter. As Rich said, this is where they will be dangerous for East Grinstead. So the ball on the top of the D. Holcombe with a shot. They shoot. And it's just wide. The surface is very slippery. It has been raining all day. See the replay. Holcombe on the top of the D. Very unfortunate. It's a very good opportunity for Holcombe.
Yeah, I think Holcombe have been lucky to get away with 2 incidences there. One, the bad tackle in the midfield, and second one, kind of off the feet from Holcombe playing the circle. Although contact was minimal, still lucky to get away with a 10-minute yellow there. As Holcombe now break into the circle, and shot wide by Hayden Phillips. And East Grinstead are going to reset for a 16, just look to calm things down. I think, yeah, it's a reset of a 16. So Dan Faulkner trying to take it quick there, while full rope is not 5. And overhead from Dan Faulkner to Archie Phillips. Holcombe player Roger Fuller, not 5. Is the call. So East Grinstead reset from a higher platform to outlet. Ali Cliff with the pass to Gravy. Mopped up, and that is a free hit, 16 to Holcombe. I think Holcombe have been a bit lackluster with their first 3 or 4 attempts on goal, and I guess that they'll be hoping to kind of fix that now, as they have a high transfer on the 25. And Josh Greystock is looking to counter, turned over. I think it's a bit scrappy the first 5 minutes into the game. Both teams will be hoping to deliver a bit more quality on the ball, as well as their tackling off the ball.
Yeah, things are starting to get a bit heated over here. Everyone's settled into the game. Holcombe have had a few opportunities. Haven't quite put one away. As Ali Cliff comes with a great tackle. Trevor Zalora on the ball. Can he use his pace? He's going to go one-on-one. Sam Knight running down the side. Unfortunate touch there as Holcombe sweep it back up. It's good play from Ross Stott. You see him picking up the ball in the middle. Very sensible player. Lots of experience. EG set up the press nicely as Holcombe look to try and break through. It's a good press from East Grinstead. Holcombe still with the ball. As you see Ken Shid come on the pitch. Very lively, youthful player. There's Tom Tyres as well up top. Seems to be pressing quite high. There's a little bit of a different feel about East Grinstead as they pick up the ball in the middle. Looking to go forwards. Josh Gravestock on the ball. Better to Tom Tyres. Can he get there? Oh, he has got there. Wow. Tom Tyres, great skill. Plus to Kent Sheard. He peels. Plays it across goal. It's mopped up by Holcombe. Can they tackle back? And it's good skill from Holcombe. Now, this is better play from East Grinstead. Looking to go forwards. Winning the ball in the middle. Putting a bit more pressure on the Holcombe side. As they look to come through. Umpire says play on. They just look to settle back down. It's a good counter stop from East Grinstead. You can see them working hard on the way back. As Phil Roper plays the ball through. Holcombe with the D. They go for a shot. Backhand. Not quite. Once again, Holcombe having a shot off target. If they want to beat East Grinstead, they're going to have to put some of these on target. Dan Faulkner switches to play. Holcombe won't quite set up. Sam Knight in the middle. Looks to play forward. He finds Kent Sheard on the left side. Kent's got a good spin on him. What can he do? Unfortunately, Holcombe have defended that very well. And it's gone off the sideline for a 16 essentially.
Yeah, I think good pressure being shown by East Grinstead in the press. Just forcing, Holcombe to try something a bit different. As you see, the ball's been turned over there on the 25 with Sam on the ball. Ball in, unfortunately, no one to mop up from an East Grinstead perspective. So it's a 16 for Sam Taylor for Holcombe. A few South Africans on the pitch today. Tim Guys Brown at the back for Holcombe. Mo Mia on the left for Holcombe. Trevor Delora, as I said, up front for East Grinstead. So it should be an exciting battle between mates out in the field. As the long corner is taken quickly by Holcombe. Barry Middleton on the ball. Hayden Phillips, the Kiwi international and Tokyo Olympian, wins the hit. Entry by Tom O'Keefe on the left shoulder of the circle, but mopped up by East Grinstead, and now looking to counter with Isaac Farrance, the push and go. Yeah, I think both teams can do better in terms of sustained possession of the ball and more focus on build-up play at the moment, as it seems to be a bit broken down. And that's unfortunate for Max Lowry there, just mistrapping the ball onto his shin, and first short corner of the game goes to Holcombe. As I said, Jack, this is one of the areas that East Grinstead need to pay attention to and be aware of, is their attacking threat from corners. How do we see this corner playing out?
Well, yes, as EG discussed before the game, their number one running is going to be, the difference in whether they can win this game or not. I see Holcombe have a variety of flickers, all of which can flick the ball very hard. And I would not want to be one of the EG defenders right now running that down. As you see, they're just getting their kit on, taking their time. EG want to make sure that they're all prepared for this corner. Umpire's having a chat with the defenders. He stops time. Something wrong with the kit. Dan Faulkner hasn't got a mask on as of yet.
To be fair, if they're lifting the ball into Dan Faulkner's face as a number one runner, there's something wrong.
Holcombe set up. They're ready. The corner's injected out. It's a mistrap. Holcombe still with the ball, and it's mopped up by Ali Clift. Unfortunate corner for Holcombe. Not what they wanted. However, it's good for East Grinstead as they set up quickly. Ball into the D. Holcombe with the shot, and it's just wide. You see Holcombe at the back post. They see these are a couple of opportunities. Need to play it maybe across the floor so they can get deflection instead of sort of playing at head height. I think that's where they're falling at the moment. It's good from East Grinstead. Good defence. I'm sure they'll be proud of that. I'm sure there'll be many more of that to come in this game as we see Matt Blood on the ball. The lively supporters of EG Faithful. The numbers seem to be piling up as we speak. Holcombe on the counter. This is where we have to be careful. Dan Faulkner with the foot. Not quite deliberate. Umpire says it's fine. Although I think we know what Dan Faulkner was trying to do in that situation. The forward's working very hard to press the ball. And it could be working. Holcombe looking unsteady on the ball at the moment. It's good pressure from East Grinstead. However, they do come forwards with the ball, and it plays down the left side, looking to enter into the D. They have entered into the D. The ball across, Sam Knight picking up. Comes out, it's a bit scrappy. Good tackle from Dan Faulkner. It's played back in. Dan Faulkner again with the pick. Can they just settle the game down? There's a foul there from James Smith. I think from both sides, the game just needs to be slowed down, gain a bit of possession, and try and build a good attack. Ball played down the line. James Smith with a great pick. Using his aerial skills, he wins the foot. I see Tom Tyres playing very well at the moment, using his good skill. Hopefully you can see him getting a goal later on for East Grinstead.
As we're into the last 2 minutes of the first quarter, nothing much to write home about. Both teams just feeling each other out and trying to settle themselves into this game. As we see a ball picked up by Ross Stott and a turnover. Veteran of the club, Ross Stott. As the ball's being just kept and moved around the back by East Grinstead. Mopped up by Momia for Holcombe. Good step. And into Rob Field in the midfield, captain for Holcombe today. Now counter-attack. And that's a goal to Holcombe. Rob Field on the tomahawk. Great interplay between Hayden Phillips and Rob Field. Actually creating that overlap of 2v1 against two sensitive defenders. I thought the chance had gone by the touch of Rob Field, but Scotland international coming through there and putting the ball into the sideboard. 1-0 Holcombe. And Webby, I think East Grinstead will be disappointed with that just because of the time of conceding the goal, like 30 seconds left in the quarter. So we have to reset now, quarter time, and come out and just try to eliminate that counter-attack.
As we see the first quarter coming to an end, East Grinstead to be very unhappy with that. They pushed through all the way through the quarter, narrowly missing out on a couple of opportunities. However, it's fair to say that I think potentially deserved from Holcombe to score a goal there. It's a very nice play. Quick 1-2. East Grinstead defenders caught on the spot. Nothing they could do, really. Ollie Smart left pretty clueless at getting goal. Not a lot he could do, unfortunately. Wes Jackson discussing some tactics. Thinking how they can penetrate the defence. They seem to be picking up the ball in the middle. Their pressure seems to be working very well. Just maybe the final third needs to be a bit more effective. I think Holcombe will be talking about, keeping the ball, getting a bit of control over this game. Seems like both sides haven't really took control of the game. I think they'll be looking to penetrate the right side potentially, as that's where I think they find most of their success.
So I guess if I had to think, chats in the huddles here at quarter time, I guess that Holcombe will be obviously saying more of the same, but just more quality and build up in the final third. And East Grinstead will be saying, actually, guys, in that first quarter we've had chances where turning over Holcombe and attacking counter-attacking they're very gettable, and we just need to make sure that we're not turning the ball over in the midfield and allowing that counter to run through, and just keeping a tight line in our press. But again, it's only the first quarter, so it's just 1-0 as the team's prepared to walk back out for the start of the second quarter. interesting, as I said, interesting first chucker there by both teams. But I think that second and third chucker will be the moving chuckers in the game, where we see a lot going to happen now, especially after some tactical changes after the first quarter by both sets of coaching staff. Also, just a little mention to the Clift brothers. We have Ollie and Ali Clift both playing today for East Grinstead in the back line. Ollie Clift obviously has joined this season and is making his season debut today along with his brother in the back line. So just a mention to them. I hope they have a great game. Strong start here by Holcombe as Tim Brown finds himself all the way up in the final third from centre-back position. As ball goes to right field across the circle. Foot outside, luckily, by Josh Gravestock. Good step to make sure he's outside of the circle, not giving away the corner. And Trevor Delore is out to press on Barry Middleton. Ball is shifted down to the left-hand corner. Tim Brown in. A bit of kind of nothing backhand pass into the circle, looking for a foot, but didn't come of it. Now he's Grinstead counter with James. And decide to recycle the ball just to play it safe, which is a good option at this stage. Dan Faulkner claiming for a foot there. Umpires didn't see it. Always a tricky one for the umpires. So that is defended well. Also, a special shout out to Anita Westwood, Taylon Delora, Nazli Delora, the Delora family out in South Africa. We welcome you to the live stream here in Sussex at East Grinstead. It's great to have you guys supporting your boy on the field. And we hope that he comes up with an amazing goal today. And also shout out to everybody else who's joined the live stream and joining the East Grinstead family on our growth of this YouTube channel and in England hockey and in our efforts to become one of the main clubs live streaming and support on our YouTube channel. Ball's played in, and that's a short corner. I think just a bit of reactive marking there in the circle, trying to jump in late to a tackle. And also just caught a bit upright. So that's the second corner of the game to Holcombe. They'll obviously be looking to make sure that the injection and trap are 100% in quality to give guys Brown the best chance to give a flick away. Webby, do we expect to see the East Grinstead bobble here at the top of the circle or a flat push out?
Well, it's always 50-50 with this pitch. Sometimes it does like to have a little bubble on it. Could have been the case the first time around for Holcombe. Just on the comments as you watch on, feel free to leave your message and tell us what you think about the game. We'd love to have your input. As you see, East Grinstead struggling with kit again. Seems like Dan Falk is not happy with something. As Holcombe wait patiently at the top of the D. Trevor Delora having a chat with Ollie Payne in goal. Seems to be laughing about something. I'm sure it's not that funny. As we get underway, a shift from the Castle 1. Holcombe, it's Castle 1 it is. It's a good flick down the left side. Nothing Postman can do. And Holcombe go 2-0 up. It's gutting for East Grinstead. Struggling to put a... I think it was Guys Brown, was it? On Castle 1.
Yeah, I think that will be a little bit frustrating from East Grinstead's point of view, as we kind of identify before the game that that like slip, push, and bunt flick, and so I'm not sure if it was just a very quality push and injection that beat the runners, But Guys Brown flicking into side netting of the postman with a good flick, following in the footsteps of his brother, Matthew Guys Brown for Hampstead, who we will meet tomorrow at Paddington Rec at 2 p.m. East Grinstead versus Hampstead and Westminster on this double-header weekend for the whole league. And so, yeah, this where we talk us through basically just preparing for a double-header weekend as an outfield player, mainly, and what you see some of the challenges for all teams involved could actually be playing at like 4 p.m. today and then 2 p.m. tomorrow.
Yeah, well, it's going to be extremely challenging on the legs, especially. I think we should be okay because our team is very fit. We pride ourselves in our pre-season, getting ready for these double headers, things like this, where the smallest amount of difference can make a big change. The players playing right now, they'll be playing tomorrow, will have to endure an ice bath, and if you've ever done an ice bath, it is not nice. Or someone like me who's playing tomorrow but not today, I'll be looking to take on feedback from this game and letting the teammates know what we could do to improve tomorrow. Just see a good arrow from Dan Faulkner to James Smith. He's looking threatening. This boy can run. It's good skill from James Smith in the D. It's a corner to East Grinstead. It's the first time we've really seen EG penetrate the D as James Smith runs down the right-hand side. It's very good skill. He gets congratulations from his teammates. Cy Faulkner, unfortunately, not playing today, but Max Lowry, the big/little man, stepping up to take the flick.
What do we think about, that's probably the second or third poor tackle from a Holcombe perspective. And it didn't really look like much of a warning or even a green card. So I think, we need to see potentially a bit more control on those tackles. But nonetheless, East Grinstead winning their first corner. And threats from up front. Obviously, Cy Faulkner is not playing, but we have Max Lowry and Dan Faulkner standing at the top. Max coming over to us from Wimbledon, a great PCA threat for us as Trevor pushes the ball out at a rate of knots. Mistrapped, unfortunately, by Archie. Dan gets the ball back in. And 16. I think they're arguing whether it was a long corner or not. Yeah, I think both teams on their first corners mistrapping. Hopefully that is the one for the game out the way, just getting used to the conditions here. Obviously East Grinstead won't be happy with that, being that that's a very good opportunity for us. But as Holcombe restart again, really good ball movement by Holcombe and ball speed as the ball's played through to Rob Field. Jake Owen on the ball. And a really good goal there by Holcombe. Not much Ollie Smart could do in goal there in terms of the overload of two players on the far post, which obviously just means that the defensive tracks back, the work rate were not on point there, which would be disappointing again from East Grinstead to go from a mistrap or an offensive corner to conceding a third in this game. As Trevor Delora tries to make something happen. That's the fourth bad tackle from Holcombe. Trevor Delora showing some flames with his hands there and just drawing the defender in to make a bad tackle. More of the same, please, Trev. So Trev obviously joins us from University of Pretoria, or Tux, as they're known in South Africa. Quality institution there run by the head of hockey, Sisle Ntuli. He's doing great things down there in South Africa, so shout out to Sigs. Hope he's joining the live stream today to watch the game. And that's, free hit to Isaac Farrant on just outside 25. 2 balls on the field, not ideal. So where's Jackson asking the boys to play with more control from the sideline? As Archie Phillips throws a ball into midfield, picked up by Trev Delora. Great spin through. Turned over, unfortunately, by Brad Reed. And again, turned over. So these double turnovers really hurting both teams at the moment. And that's East Grinstead ball on the sideline. Great tackle by Brad Reed, the New Zealand international for Holcombe. Phil Roper picks the ball up on the 25. 1-on-1 versus Ross Stott. Turns him inside out. Wins. And that is a 4th goal for Holcombe. Yeah. Again, you know, just that quick counter-attack from Holcombe, opening up the team and basically making the overloaded numbers count, which we need to sort out, of course, because, you know, going through this game is still another 2 quarters to go, and we need to get ourselves back into the game. I think the next goal is going to be really crucial in terms of East Grinstead perspective, making sure that we pick up the next goal for the context of the game. Webby, what are your thoughts on the goals in the game so far?
I think Phil Roper, I mean, we see him, he's definitely a big threat. England international. He is just left, right, played the ball across, 1v none, through Smarty's legs. I mean, is very, very good. And I think the goals before, just absolute class. I mean, the one was across goal, slapping the goal. I mean, East Grinstead, nothing really they can do. They seem to be setting off a bit slow, in my opinion. I think if they can set up a bit quicker, stop the counter-attack, they might be able to stop these goals going in, as they desperately need to do it now. As Jay Cohen goes into the middle, he plays the ball across. It's a good save from Ollie Smart. East Grinstead ball. Now, Max Lowry needs to look to play quick if they want to go. Holcombe now set up. Mike Wood on the ball. He looks up. He sees a sea of black and not a lot else as he plays the ball off the sideline. EG just sitting back. They're looking to win the ball in the middle and go from there. I think Wes Jackson will be taking down notes, ready to tell the team at half-time what they need to do in order to get back into this game. East Grinstead really need a goal now if they want to do anything with this game, even get a point out of it.
So as we said, thank you for everybody who's tuned in to this live stream. If you guys enjoy what we do here at East Grinstead and the time and efforts that we put into getting these live streams for you guys to watch remotely, just jump on the like button there, give us a like. Every little like counts, and even a share to friends would do the world of good. Quick ball by Hayden Phillips into the circle, great skill. And advantage not really played by the umpire, which is a bit of a weird one, being that Holcombe had the ball. Ball played in, picked up by Matt Blood. Great trap by Ross Stott. Out to Archie Phillips on the counter. Trevor Delora with the gas up front. Ball's played through. Unfortunately, though, Trevor is not that quick, unfortunately, although he is rapid. I think where we would like to see, Trev go on the ball and try and influence the game more. I mean, he had a great week in training this week, really being lethal in front of goal. So look to get him involved in the game more. But it can be difficult, yourself as a striker when, possession is minimal and you're trying to get a hold of the game. So to get the forwards on the ball and to get them into the game is difficult. Great trap by Trevor on the line. Plays it to Woody. Woody tries to force the ball through, and it's a turnover to Holcombe. Game being played at quite a rate of knots, to be honest, which, is good and bad. depending on which way you look at it, Holcombe trying to capitalize on just playing the game quickly and catching East Grinstead out of possession or out of shape. So Webby, as we close into the end of the first half, 4 minutes to go on the clock, 4-0 to Holcombe. What do you think from a Holcombe perspective they should keep doing, and likewise from an East Grinstead perspective, what do you think the halftime chat will be, and how do you think that we can potentially amend our play to kind of get ourselves back into the game in the second half? Because as you know, like 30 minutes, 35 minutes is a long time.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it in previous weeks. East Grinstead can be lethal in front of goal, and I think it's just a matter of, getting the forwards on the ball, giving them some touches. As Rich mentioned earlier, like for someone like Trev or any of our forwards here, and myself on a different occasion, if you're not getting on the ball, it's quite hard to get a feel for the game, and sometimes your touch might be a bit off. So it's just getting those forwards on the ball and keep playing the way we do. As we see, like the passes are going well in the midfield. They play it through to Tom Tyres. This could be a good opportunity for East Grinstead. Tom Tyres looking for a foul here. He doesn't find one. Just like to mention the fans at East Grinstead. We have such a good fan base, and everyone's welcome down here. Tickets are very cheap to see the highest quality English hockey there is to offer. Great atmosphere, and occasions there's even some fireworks, and as we see Holcombe with a good opportunity, and they play it across goal. That is unlike Holcombe. Should be doing better there. As I was saying, yeah, so fireworks and some flares, keeping the fans entertained. And yeah, as we see, Isaac Farron coming off the sideline. Needs to lift his head up. The boys need to get back into this game. It's still not over. 35 minutes is a long time. As you see, Holcombe have scored 4 in the first half, so there's no reason AG can't score 5 in the second. It's a great touch from Gravy. He looks to do something with it. Plays ball to Matt Blood. This is the resting position for East Grinstead. Matt Blood says no. He plays it back to Max Lowry. Plays it to Dan Faulkner. But for Mike Wood in a dangerous position. He plays the ball across. He looks for the foot and he wins one. EG in a high transfer here. Looking to go to a back 5. Archie Phillips on the ball. He's very dangerous on the ball, especially down that right side. Plays the ball to Mike Wood. He plays it across. Is that a foot? Umpire says no. And that is a foot for the Holcombe side as they look to set up again. A big aerial. Dan Faulkner with the mistrap. Phil Roper, I think it is, on the ball. He throws one. Dan Faulkner makes up for it. Oh no, he's got it back and it's a shot. Not quite this time. The EG fans loving it. They will try and put off the Holcombe players as much as possible. I'm sure most of them have a beer in their hand, which does help.
And that is the end of the first half as the umpires blow the whistle to bring a draw to a close. The first half.
Izzy found a new gear this year, and she's showing the academic results to prove it. We know the quiet hours she's put in.
Tom is thriving. He's really settled into his new boarding house, made great friends. I mean, he talks too much, but I imagine that comes as a little surprise to you.
Her hockey is impressive, and the county call-up was completely deserved. She made us all very proud that day.
His success with the debating team has definitely boosted his confidence in the classroom as well.
But the most obvious
And
thing
the most important thing
is that she's very happy at Worth.
is that he is very happy at Worth.
Welcome back to the live stream of this East Grinstead versus Holcombe game down at East Grinstead Hockey Club. And as we looking to start the second half, score is 4-0 to Holcombe, and 3 of those being field goals and 1 of them being penalty corner by Tim Guys-Brown. Two corners in that first half for Holcombe and 1 for East Grinstead. Just a quick shout out to Kitchen Bespoke for sponsoring the ball patrol for East Grinstead Hockey Club. And shout out also to Anna Smart, who is watching the game. Thank you for joining us and the kind words. And yeah, also just a shout out to Simon Longhurst and his team for all the hard work that they put in behind the scenes, which sometimes goes unnoticed or unmentioned. But it really is a lot of effort on game day to set everything up and get everything going for you guys at home to watch this great live stream. As the second half starts, East Grinstead with the ball. And a bit of a hard words where we said at halftime to the East Grinstead lads, just to get them to basically, get back into this game and to switch on certain aspects. But the overall consensus is that obviously it's still a half of hockey, and just as Holcombe scored 4 in one half, East Grinstead can do the same in the second half. But it's also all about, as I said, that next goal and also keeping the back door closed for East Grinstead and not conceding again, and making sure that East Grinstead scored in the first goal. Trevor Delora, great pressing there on Brad Reed. As the East Grinstead start to sing his song, "Oh, Trevor Delora." After one game of Trevor joining the club, he got his song made by the East Grinstead faithful, which took some of us 1 or 2 seasons to get a song after us. So shout outs to Trev and the boys in the East Grinstead faithful, who also shout out to them for following the guys and girls around, being a massive support on the side, and just being that 12th player really for us. And also giving the opposition a lot of stick as well, but in all good spirits. As James Smith receives the ball on the outside of the circle, unfortunate bit of anti-skill there, turnover by Holcombe. Jake Owen on the ball, rolls to Hayden Phillips. And a reverse stick, which is lifted and hits Max Lowry in the chest from Phil Roper. Greystock on the ball to Matt Blood, who rejoins us after joining Nottingham Uni. He's back at the club of choice in the first team this season, along with Isaac Farrens, Archie Phillips, Ollie Smart, all joining us from Nottingham. As the South Africans, Momi and some guys Brown link up and win the free hit for Holcombe. Webby, what do you feel? How do you feel about the South Africa versus England cricket score, as well as the semi-finals of the Rugby World Cup later? Obviously, I know who I'm supporting, but what do you think is going to happen in the rugby later? Oh, and that is a horrendous tackle by Mohammed Mia, a good friend, but unfortunately that was not a good tackle, and he is off. I didn't see the card. Did you see what card? So I think it could be a green card, potentially 2 minutes for Mohammed Mia on the side. As Wesley Jackson shouts phases to his team. Webby, how do you think East Grinstead can capitalize on being a player up now in this period?
Firstly, I prefer not to speak about South Coast England. And yeah, I think East Grinstead now have to capitalise on this opportunity. You see Ali Cliff playing a good ball into the D. Well, a good ball, maybe not, but a ball into the D, and it's threatening for us. Here he is, Ali Clift on the ball, Dan Faulkner. See Holcombe scrambling back a little bit. That player down is making a big difference for EG. They also need to run them around, make them a bit tired, see if they can find a gap. But as Wes said, the phases are going to be very important in this game. Dan Faulkner on the ball. He's looking forwards. Archie Phillips enters the D. Into the D. He goes. Down the right. He plays the ball across. Foot. Short corner to East Grinstead. There we go. Capitalising on the fact that EG are one man up. They win the corner, courtesy of Archie Phillips with a good run down the right side. As the boys look to gather round, discuss tactics on how they're going to break down the Holcombe defence in the short corner. It was unfortunate in the first corner, it was a mistrap. Hopefully this time we can get to see Max Lowry's lethal flick at goal, and hopefully it goes in. This could be a good turning point for East Grinstead in the game. If this goes in, the momentum might shift. Holcombe heads might get a bit complacent, and EG might be able to get back in the game. You see the same lineup. Trev Delora looking to inject. Archie Phillips, Ross Stott on the trap, and Dan Faulkner and Max Lowry on the flick. Goes to Cossel 1. Max Lowry flicks low. Oh, it's a great save. Phil Roper on the line. It's a good flick from Max Lowry. Maybe a little bit more bobble on it and it would have gone in. Looks to play quick. Archie Phillips again, going down the right side. Plays the ball across. Not the most conventional. James Smith on the ball. It's a bit scrappy. Umpire says play on. Archie Phillips on the ball again. Holcombe with the ball now in the corner. They're going to look to keep it. Complains of the ball going off, but umpire says play on. Matt Blood with a good tackle. Umpire's having a word with some of the players and tell them to go back. He's not moving. Short corner to East Grinstead. Matthew Blood with a great play. He's not the quickest, he's not the most skillful, but I'll tell you, he's got a big brain and he's just used it there to win East Grinstead a short corner. I'm sure he won't mind me saying that. He's a very, very good player for East Grinstead and he's been a good impact for this season.
Shout out to Lisa Duffy on the live stream. Go EG. Definitely agree with that. As we have our third short corner for the game. Second corner we had picked off the line by Phil Roper. So I think the team might be looking in to a different form of attack at the short corner than potentially a straight flick. And obviously we need to make sure that we capitalize on this opportunity now to get ourselves back in the game 4-1. As we wait for the injection from Trevor Delora. Injection, straight flick. Great save by Ollie Payne, straight down the middle from Max Lowry. Testing out his footwork there. Ollie Payne comes out on top of that one. And the rebound scuffle, Isaac Farron calling for a rear ward. But the umpire doesn't agree with him, and it's a 16 hit out for Holcombe. Bit of a loose pass there by Tim Guys-Brown. Trevor Delora now on the ball in attacking space. Rolls it into Josh Greystock, and unfortunately just not controlled and rolls over the baseline for a 16 hit out. But will be good signs from East Grinstead here in the third chukker, and really looking threatening towards Holcombe and their goal. Just need a bit more quality in certain moments to make sure that we get the outcome.
Yeah, I think East Grinstead managed to go one player up. They managed quite well. Created a couple of opportunities. Holcombe back to 11 men now. Back to even games. Trev Delora with good skill in the middle. You can hear a couple of the EG fans going, ooh, ah. Unfortunately, the pass was unsuccessful. It's nice to see the women ones coming down to support the men's. After an unfortunate loss against Surbiton. Surbiton have got a new coach, Dave Beckett, who did coach the EG men's side last season. He's taken up a new role. It seems to be paying off for him quite well. Holcombe into high transfer. They can just move East Grinstead. Tom Tyre's working hard to get back in. Moving the ball nicely, Holcombe are. So they're just taking control of the game. This is what they need to do. They're 4-0 up. They don't need to create anything too threatening. They're entering to do now. Dan Faulkner closing him down, but Max Lowry picks up in the middle. It's good skill from Max Lowry. He's going to keep driving down the right. Plays the ball to Tom. It's a good touch from Tom. Unfortunately, the Holcombe player was one step ahead. good play from Holcombe down the left side. The left side's usually the harder side to go down, but Holcombe did make it look quite easy there. And if it wasn't for Max Lowry in the middle, it could have gone sideways for East Grinstead. There you go, attacking down the other opposite side. Thinks against it, he plays it back. Holcombe just getting a bit of possession under their belt. Nothing too crazy. Phil Roper on the ball. Where's Jackson? Telling the team to just calm down. Working very hard in defence. Holcombe, I mean, I can't even tell you what's going on. It's so scrappy in the middle. Holcombe with a good opportunity there. It's a good trap, good pick and roll. Ollie Smart, one step ahead. It's a good deflection into the D. Max Lowry again. Seems to be sweeping everything up. However, danger's not cleared. Holcombe still on the ball. Max Lowry, the main man, he's had a great game today. If East Grinstead want to get him out of this game, he needs to keep it up. Or stop missing a tackle in the middle. Could be costly for East Grinstead as the ball goes out to the right. Plays into the middle. So 1-2. It's a good play. It's a good play from Holcombe. Rich, how do you see the game going for the rest of the half? I think East Grinstead looking a bit more promising, but as we see a couple turnovers. What do you think?
Shout out to WCP, as they say, Ross Stott wobble at the top. And yeah, where you just jump on your point there, I think the way forward in this game is pretty evidently clear. I mean, East Grinstead need to make sure that we're being solid at the back and we're not conceding easy goals. And we're not obviously conceding another goal in this game, and rightfully so. We need to make sure that we're capitalizing on the chances we get. And you know, once you start to get 1 goal, 2 goal, it becomes 4-2, 4-3. You know, that's when the opposition start to panic a bit. Now it's, you know, 4-0 up, cruising. You know, even though, yeah, they're obviously not, they're professional players, so they're not just taking their foot off the gas, but it's easy for them at the moment. So just making sure that East Grinstead are being alert to the quick free hits, the quick takes from Holcombe, and then just trying to boss the game from the back. More composure, more control, more build-up play. As you see, a deflection by Mike Wood there to Tom Tyres. Great tackle by Tom. Sam on the ball. Foot outside the circle. Mike Wood will be on the ball, looking to try and upgrade this to a goal shot or short corner for East Grinstead. Let us know also in the comments if you guys want any shout-outs to anyone in particular, or if you have any questions for the commentary team, which we can answer. That'll be good. As it's an unforced error there by Matt Blood on the halfway line, and Holcombe will look to play quickly with numbers, equal numbers, basically at the back. And circle entry. Goal, but then backstick, which I think was the right call, to be honest. So East Grinstead get away with one there because the trajectory of the ball was definitely evidence of a backstick. So lucky break for East Grinstead there. But just again, just talking about those quick free hits from Holcombe, really catching East Grinstead out with basically the numbers that they commit forward. So yeah, Webby, what would you change from an East Grinstead perspective if you were the coach in the third time talk or quarter time talk? Is brilliant acrobatics there by Ollie Payne. Game is stopped for a card on Rodri Furlong, I think for a bad tackle. Yeah. We're looking for one more like on the live stream to get us to a good mark for this game. So the next person who likes will get a shout out from us. Yeah, Jack Webb, what would you change in the third quarter chat if you were Wes Jackson, for example, from an East Grinstead perspective? Yeah, give the viewers some insights into what potentially East Grinstead could do.
Well, Wes Jackson is a great coach, and I'm sure whatever he says is going to be the right decision. But honestly, I'd just say keep your heads high. It seems as if... oh, here we go! Oh! As I was interrupted, Tom Towers on the back post. So unfortunate there. Kent Sheard with a good upright backhand. Very fancy. Very unfortunate. EG needed that. They need to really get a goal now if they want to get back into the game. And as I was saying, just keeping the boys' heads up. I mean, they might be 4-0 down, but they've got to pick it up and keep a smile on their face and play like they mean it. Not that they're playing like a bunch of internationals. Holcombe with a good break again. It's a good touch. Holcombe. It's going to be a Holcombe ball up in East Grinstead 25. As the players trot back. East Grinstead to liven up a little bit. They really need to get back into this game. As Phil Roper takes it down. It's a good touch. It's a 1-2 inside the D. They play it across. Phil Roper with good skill. It's a good save by Ali Smart. Still got the ball. And it's found its way in the goal. So unfortunate. It's good skill from Phil Roper. Coming down the left side, as I said. Not the easiest side to come down. But he does make it look quite easy. It's 5-0 to Holcombe. I think that's just right. Ross Stott trying to bring up the heads of the EG players. Look a bit defeated at the moment. But they need to just learn to enjoy the game. I mean, if they're not winning, they need to try and get the goal difference down. And, for tomorrow, picking up a bit of momentum. If they can score 2 goals, could put us in a good way for tomorrow against Hampstead. But, we're in the run of form and, heads aren't too low. So let's come forward. Mike Wood coming down the left. Sam Knight goes head up. He finds Ali Clift. I think that is in the middle. Ali Clift with an Ali Clift skill. Unfortunately, it has hit his foot. Sam Knight thinks otherwise. Doesn't quite agree with the decision. However, the umpire's decision is always correct. It's a good setup from EG. It's Holcombe, let's compress. Can EG win it in the middle? They have done. I believe that's going to be an East Grinstead ball. It's not. Okay. It was a Holcombe ball once again. Although it's good play from East Grinstead. They're putting pressure in the middle. As you see again, another mistrap. Hasn't quite come off for East Grinstead, but Holcombe looking to go forwards. They play the ball into the middle. A 1-2. Can't quite connect. They find themselves on the left side again. It's a good pick from Mike Wood. Another good pick by Archie Phillips. It's looking pretty dangerous for East Grinstead as Holcombe come forwards with good pace, and they seem to be utilising the 1-2 pass very well. I think that's something that East Grinstead could look to do. Just connecting with the forwards a little bit more. That is an awful tackle in the middle. Maybe even a card. That's another bad tackle. I mean, the umpires have to be thinking, after a couple of bad tackles, a yellow card might be necessary. And he's not. Not sure I agree with that. I don't know if the defender was 5. As Isaac Farron seems to be getting a bit upset about a couple of decisions not going his way. It's a short corner to East Grinstead. They weren't 5 after all, and Isaac Farron, after having a little strop on the pitch, he has won himself a short corner for East Grinstead. Now this is big. We've been practicing our corners a lot in training. As you mentioned, Simon Faulkner, one of our very good flickers, is not playing today. However, we've seen Max Lowry off the top a couple of times. He looks threatening. There's been a couple of good picks from various people on the line and a good save from Ollie Payne. Let's see what they do today in the short corner. Are they going to change it up or are they going to go the same? Another big point to mention is the rebounds. I think we found quite a lot of success in, getting the flick and a save, but then getting on the second rebound. I think those are the type of goals that go unnoticed, and they're very valuable, especially in a game like this.
So change of injector, Isaac Farrington on the ball. Out to Sam, missed trap, unfortunately. Played in. And that is third quarter time. So End of third quarter, Holcombe 5, East Grinstead 0. With 1 quarter left to play. Let's get those likes and shares in on the YouTube page. And some shout outs. Get commenting, we'll shout you out. So as the teams head back out for the fourth quarter, shout out to the Delora family again. Let's get commenting and let us know what you think of the live stream and the commentary. It's gone a bit quiet there from the South African front. Also let us know who you think is going to win the game later. Is it going to be the Bokke or is it going to be England? I think I know the answer to that one, but let us know your score predictions as well for that game later. As the Proteas did us proud earlier against England in the cricket, we're hoping that the rugby will do the same later. As we start the fourth quarter, East Grinstead ball, of course. Ali Clift, inside run. Ball in the midfield, picked up by Barry Middleton on the reverse. Sir Barry Middleton, Hayden Phillips, ball across, Dan Faulkner intercepts. Archie Phillips now on the counter. Rolls to Matt Blood. Nothing really much forwards for East Grinstead in terms of attacking options there. So recycle the ball out to Ross Stotts. Up the line to Josh Greystock, who's now 1v1 versus Sam Taylor on the baseline. Back to Isaac Farrand. Good build-up from East Grinstead. Now just need to get something from it, move the ball a bit quicker. Captain Dan Faulkner for today, trying to get his charges ready for this fourth and final quarter to get back into this game. Shout out Bobby123 for the question. Jack Webb is going to take that question and give you his thoughts.
Yeah, Alex Pendle's been he's been a valuable player for the Holcombe side. I think he's in the midfield. He's marking tight. He's got good skills. I think he might have even scored a goal. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't been paying too much attention to what he's been doing. But what I do know is that he's a very good player and he's been valuable for the Holcombe side. Isaac Farron on the ball. He's got very good skills, a very long reach, it seems. It's a good tackle, says the umpire. I think Isaac Farron doesn't quite agree. Holcombe come through again, full open on the ball. He's looking dangerous, he plays the ball through. Holcombe plays it across. Ali Clift with an amazing pick on the line. I mean, that is just ridiculous from Ali Clift. Working back for his team. Doing the hard yards. Love to see it. Holcombe in the long corner.
Also, yeah, just get sharing this YouTube page. We're looking to hit the 3K mark of subscribers very soon. So get sharing to friends, family, hockey badges. Anybody who you think will take an interest in watching the East Grinstead live streams here at home. So again, a higher kind of transfer. Oh, pick up Trev Delora. Unlucky. Trev was away there, but a great pick by Sam Taylor. That was Trev's bread and butter there on the counter. Unfortunately, it didn't come off. But now Trev on the ball again. Outside, inside pop. No free hits apparently, which, yeah, that's not right. But yeah, anyway, Trev needs to go again. He needs to get another chance on the ball. Pressing. So Brad Reed plays the ball, Sam Taylor at the back. Looking fairly comfortable on the ball is Holcombe at the moment. Into the midfield to Mo Mia, who turns, plays forward to Barry Middleton. Very good play from Holcombe. Guys have played together for a long time now in this Holcombe team. Most of them 4 or 5 seasons. Oh, unlucky. Holcombe on the counter. And it's a long corner, which is a bit weird because we thought it came off the Holcombe stick. But yeah, most of these Holcombe players have been playing for 5 to 7 seasons together. A few of the new joiners, 2 seasons. So very good outfits are Holcombe. Obviously doing us as England proud in the EHL and the KO16. As I said before, unfortunate not to join Old Georgians in the KO8 in April and Easter next year. As 14 minutes hit on the clock, last 14 minutes of the game, and Trevor Delora rolls the ball out to Sam. Sam, yeah, wins a long corner. Bloody on the ball, rolls to Alistair Clift. Long corner again. Yeah, I think we need to start turning these points of possession into something more, either goal shots or winning a corner. Some good chat from the EG faithful there, and always keeping it lively on the side for East Grinstead. So let us know in the comment section also your guys, like star players or players of the match for today. It'll be interesting to hear the thoughts from the viewers. Max Lowry on the ball, rolls in. Sam, oh, Momia clears.
I think that's the right sort of play. Getting the ball, James Smith, a good pick on the line, and Max Lowry just shoving the ball in the D. And I think like opportunities like that can be really useful, you know. Little bobbly pass, can get the shot away. It's quite hard for the keeper to react there. His Irish plays a good ball in. Just like I was saying, just those sort of slack balls in the D, you know, they can pay off big time. See 2 balls on the pitch. Play cannot continue when there is 2 balls on the pitch. Therefore we have to take a little bit of a break. Dan Faulkner, trying a little something. Plays the ball, it's a good ball. EG looking a little bit more threatening now. Not blood on the ball, what can he do? Plays it to Archie Phillips. Phil Roper looking to press out, looking to force EG back. He's done quite a good job. As Ross Stott passes it off the sideline. EG got good pressure on the ball at the moment. Can't quite see what's going on, but it's like a Holcombe ball. It's a good pick from Matt Blood. Can Trev Delora. Trev Delora, the great pick in the middle. Off he goes. Oh, almost away, James Smith. But Barry Middleton, the class player he is, managed to sweep it up for his team.
Shout out to the Delores. Nasli, tough one, missing some crucial touches, unfortunately. Yeah, agree on that. You know, it's just broken down in certain crucial phases for East Grinstead today. But hopefully we can see some goals from East Grinstead in the last 10 minutes. And Tevlon, Springboks to win by 1 converted try. I tend to agree with the win. I think though, probably more than 1 converted try. But yeah, I agree with you on that one. Booker for the win today, and New Zealand in the finals. So, as East Grinstead brought up play here with Max Lowry on the ball, we need to start getting some conversion rates of our possession here in the game. Isaac Farron breaking down the line, tracked by Barry Middleton. Great tackle by Mr. Hockey himself, player coach Barry Middleton, or Sir Barry Middleton. I think, just from a Holcombe supporter, a Holcombe people watching the live stream, I think this season has been very good for Holcombe in terms of their recruitment and their development. I know the last few seasons they haven't quite performed or met, the top two or winning the league ambitions. But I think this season they're on track to have a good competition in the top of the table, and hopefully looking to bring something for all their hard work over the last few seasons. As Jake Owen rolls the ball, scrambles across Phil Roper. Is it Phil Roper? Yeah, Phil Roper taps in for goal number 6 for East Grinstead. That is 6-0 with 9 minutes 16 to play. Solid debut for Ollie Cliff today, playing with his brother, as we said earlier. As unfortunately he gets turned over there. Commentator's curse. Bit of a sketchy overhead. Should be East Grinstead's ball, actually. But nevertheless, Tom takes it quick for Holcombe, rolls to Roger Furlong, out to Tom O'Keefe. Wins the hit. Tom O'Keefe on the ball. Known by another nickname, which we shouldn't mention on the live stream. Ball unfortunately played over the sideline by Scottish international Rob Field, and captain for Holcombe today. I wonder who Rob Field was supporting in the Rugby World Cup, Scotland or England? But you guys let me know in the comment section if anyone from Holcombe is watching, because I'd like to know that one. Ken Shear 1v1 with Tim Geist-Brown, rolls the ball in. Oh, unfortunate there. That was the chance. That was a second good chance for a goal from East Grinstead. Just bubbles over. Sam gets a touch by a defender as the ball's played into Kent. Tackled. And somehow a free hit out for East Grinstead. For Holcombe.
Yeah, I think that's the first time we've seen Kent Shear being really threatening on the ball. It's a great ball that he's played across. We see Sam sliding in, unfortunate not to get the finishing touch. It's a good play. It's promising play. Just can't quite convert. It's a great aerial across to Jake Owen, I think it is. Or no, don't know who that is. But nevertheless, Holcombe with the ball, and it's another good finish for Holcombe. An aerial from the back, one touch, play in the middle, and a flick over Ollie Smart. A very tidy goal. Dunford now looking to get things back underway for East Grinstead. 7-0 to the away side. East Grinstead haven't seen a battering like this season. And I think they can take a lot away from this game going into tomorrow against Hampstead and Westminster. You see Isaac Fountain with some great skill. He loves to cut in from that right-hand side with a little bobble and a little twist. And he's very good at it too. Unfortunately, not quite paying off the way he wanted it to. But nevertheless, he's made an impact. He tunes it in, high chance side here to Mike Wood as he goes down the left side. Looks to turn inside. He plays the ball. It's a short corner, I think. Yes, short corner to East Grinstead. It's great play from Mike Wood into Sam Knight. Corner win for East Grinstead. Dan Faulkner going over to Wes, getting some suggestions on what to do next. How can they break down the Holcombe corner defence? It's been a good defence so far. EG just to get a goal, just to boost morale at this point. Put all the practice into work on the game day. Umpire just having a word with the Holcombe defence. I don't think anything too major, but making sure everything's safe. No one's going to get hurt. Especially if you're 7-0 up and it's the last 5 minutes. To get an injury now would be really costly for them. Isaac Farron to inject. Max Lowry and Dan Faulkner on the top. It goes across to one. Dan Faulkner with the bunt. It goes across and it's a goal! East Grinstead with a goal!
Faulkner, no. Simon Faulkner, I hope you're watching that. Your brother just scored a drag flick for the Faulkner family. Some say he's the second best Faulkner in the family. But amazing flick. Shout out Dan Faulkner with the flick through the postman, as we always tease at training. But it's paid off today. Don't worry, we're not going to hear the end of it at training now. Dan's going to think he's number one flicker for the rest of the season, but we have to put him back in his place. Also, shout out to Simon Faulkner and Hugh Pemberton on the side, giving their support. Unfortunately, struck down by injury for today's game, but hopefully they'll be back in the colours of East Grinstead very soon, as well as Jack Webb, who's next to me. But we don't need to mention that. So yeah, 7-1, 3 minutes 30 to go. A bit of a consolation goal, to be honest, but a goal nevertheless to kind of break that clean sheet for Holcombe, which they'll probably be disappointed in, having bossed the game 7-0 up with 3 minutes to go. Probably didn't want to concede, but East Grinstead doing well to win the corner, and just the dogged attack of East Grinstead to win multiple corners there. So, apparently a backstick tackle or a backstick on the ball. Rob Field plays the ball in. Ollie clears to Mike Wood. Mike Wood now trying to win a free hit. Not a bad ball down the line, picked up by Sam Taylor from Holcombe. Interchange with Rodri Furlong to South African international Mohamed Mia. Out to Louis Dupree. Shout out Louis Dupree, who's joined Holcombe back from Racing Cup de France this season, and from Beeston actually. So he was in Racing Cup de France, then went to Beeston to study and play for Beeston last season. Now he's back at Holcombe where he was before. So shout out to Louis and Emily Field if she's watching. Archie Phillips turns, threatens Louis past the left foot. Great run and pick up though. So great run by Gravy, picked up by Sam Taylor on the baseline. Rob Field now running down the sideline, one-handed with the ball. Breaks inside, taken out, but accidental fall or trip. So let us know in the comment section your guys' man of the match for today, and then we'll tend to agree or disagree. Unforced error by Matt Blood. 1 minute 30 to go in the game. 7-1 is the score. Picked up by Sam. Counter-attack on the way. Rolls around to Isaac Farrens with the Lumo orange hand glove. Turns. Sam Taylor inside out. Great bit of skill. Wins the free hit. Trevor Delora, amazing skill. Oh, on the final whistle. Trevor doesn't get to complete that play. So, final score 7-1 to Holcombe at East Grinstead. Thank you all for tuning in to today's live stream of the game. And we hope to see you again in the next home game. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share the YouTube page as always, and shout outs and comments. And we'll see if we have any more shout outs. Doesn't look like it, unfortunately.